Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the big fullback. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. And, Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release by the QB. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the lone running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They punted away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Now on the option. Now the toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Working the middle. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Snagged out of the air.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there. Oh, there's the ball! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the 1st down. Punt team on the field. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Been tough to find the end zone here in the 1st half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life, taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It's now 3rd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd down play from the gun. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that goal.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Brings up 3rd down.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Give to the running back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Richmond. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give to the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're now up 9-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll go to the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here comes the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
To the air, it's Bailey. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Right back to the well. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Give to the single back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Here comes the offense on first down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.